The whisper in the practice room. There is a saying attributed to the Turkish calligrapher and marbling artist Necmettin Okyay. Skill depends on appreciation. A product without customers is wasted. In essence, this saying tells us the following. If you have a skill, you should present it. Otherwise, your efforts may be considered wasted. This sentence should serve as a reminder that ought to remain in a corner of our minds, especially while practicing the guitar. Why? As guitarists, we spend a significant portion of our time in our practice rooms with our instrument. We invest great effort into it. This is an important investment both physically and emotionally. Sometimes we feel that we are playing well. In such moments, it is pleasant to imagine ourselves on stage performing at our best. At other times, however, we do not feel so good. In those moments, the idea of going on stage begins to be postponed. As we have mentioned before, the underlying reason for this postponement is the fear of failure. There are also certain reasons that may seem justified which feed this fear. Problems we cannot resolve during practice and increasing mistakes remind us of the possibility that we might fail when we step on stage. When excessive perfectionism is added to these feelings, going on stage is always postponed to another time. What kind of feeling is it to keep ourselves away from our goal while continuing to work toward it? In fact, this postponement keeps alive the dream of better days to come. Most likely, rather than going on stage and risking failure, we hold on to a pleasant dream and continue practicing with the hope that one day it will come true. This situation is, in fact, a vicious cycle that we fail to notice precisely because we are inside it. In order to break this cycle, we must understand the real reason behind this postponement. Although the source of the problem appears to be the fear of failure, what we need to find is the cause of that fear. We said that there are times when we feel we are playing well. In my opinion, the real reason is not fully knowing how we play well, getting lost within our own skill. Isn't it like one of the most masterfully hidden secrets in the world? Therefore, when we step on stage with our guitar and greet the audience, there is no guarantee that we will reach our best performance. This is precisely the feeling that keeps us away from the stage. So what should we do to overcome this feeling? To practice, perhaps to practice more, isn't it? We all know very well that this is not the answer. As long as we keep making mistakes while practicing, this inner voice will continue to whisper negative possibilities into our ears. To silence this voice, or at least to stop it from being a problem, I believe there is only one way. No, we will not close our eyes, take deep breaths, and try to think of pleasant things. This path is about knowing exactly what we are doing and how we are doing it while practicing or playing the guitar. Now, let us pause time together and focus on the moment when we produce the sound on the guitar. What is present in the image of that moment? In the left hand, our fingers are positioned on the frets where they are supposed to be. In the right hand, the fingers have already made contact with the target strings. When we look at this frame, everything appears perfect. In the next frame, the fingers of the right hand will likely continue their path, and the intended sounds will be produced. We now see that moment clearly in our minds. Everything will go well, we know it. But music is not fixed like a photograph. While playing the guitar, this very critical moment passes quickly through our fingertips before we have the chance to reflect on it. So, as music flows like a raging river, is it possible to capture this moment? Yes, it may be possible, but, as you might expect, not by practicing slowly. In this way, we slow down the time of the music. That is true, but by continuing to focus only on the sound, on the music, we miss something very important: the movement. because the real answer is hidden within the movement. And in order to reach this answer, we need to understand how we arrive at that critical moment where the sound is produced. If we are looking for the answer in the wrong place, it is not at all surprising that we cannot find it, is it? We will continue to reflect on this in the coming sections.